Seem a bit nervous. You're more nervous than me. Oh, you've frozen. What does that mean?
Let's do this. All right.
You froze for a bit there.
Yeah, I did. I did freeze, but that's okay.
No, that's okay. We're not perfect.
Well, isn't that what it's all about, Bakes? Isn't that what we're popping up here right now to do? Do you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
We're popped up now to have a quick conversation about what it is that you'll be presenting to Frankston next Saturday night, and I'm bloody pumped to have you. So,
no, thanks for having me.
No, well, first things first, I really want to say a big thank you to you for having such a big heart and for also getting behind the Business of Smiles recently and just helping us share a message and connect with people. I've really valued having you on that journey. So thank you.
No, well, it was a great day, the half Ironman. So I think we put a lot of smiles on a lot of faces. So that was great to be a part of it.
Did you put one on yours?
I did. I put one on mine by putting one on other people. Running past mother, sister, and some great friends, and just the response we got from the big smile on the chest. I think it just automatically made people smile. And you handing out the socks. I saw the videos later because you spent half the time handing out socks and carrying around your backpack. I don't think I could carry any more weight that day, other than my body. So you did well.
I was really proud to be a part of that with you, to have the opportunity to put some dollars in the kicker and, do a few things. So, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about grit, because I'm actually really excited that you're going to be presenting this to my community, because my community is a fantastic community. And for you to come down and do that for us under the guise of the Business of Smiles to support the community, I think it's wonderful. So what's it all about?
Well, grit was something I started looking into last year. I was going through a tough time, lost one of my best mates, Warnie, and just got in a bit of a hole for about 6 months. So just started reading some good material, because I sort of saw it happening and I just couldn't get myself out of it. So just sort of started to surround myself with some good people and just try to be around positivity. So I started listening to a few things. Reading books is not one of my things, but the little sister sent me a few books, and she knew I was struggling. And Angela Duckworth wrote a book called Grit, and it said it was a bigger determining factor to success than actual talent and IQ, which I found pretty amazing. And just started looking into my story, what happened to me growing up, how I thought I might have developed grit, and it sort of just really related to me. And then started. When it turned 2023, I drew a line in the sand. Started surrounding myself with some good people, a better mindset. So basically, I just want to pass that on to everyone else. Everyone goes through dark times. We all lose people we love at one stage or another, or we're going to be that person that someone loses. So we're eventually going to get that bad diagnosis, or a loved one's bad diagnosis. Lose our job. People become homeless. I've heard so many stories just over the last 6 months that people have been through absolute hell, a lot worse than what I've been through, which sort of thinks that you can get through anything. When your story is not as a tenth as bad as other people's stories that are living on the streets or something like that. So I just wanted to pass on my experience, what grit means. It's a mixture of 4 different attributes. I won't mention them all tonight, because you've got to turn up on the night. But mixing it in with any things that anyone can do. It doesn't matter what stage of your life you're at, how bad your struggle's at. Just to let everyone know that you can fight through it, and there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, giddy up. And what I'm loving right now, actually, Bakes, is Matty Allen over there in the UK. Does amazing work. He's actually watching this. Matty, once this is all up and running, get Bakes on your podcast. It'd be good to have him on there, because he's doing some amazing stuff. And I'll tell you what, Matt, if you want a guy with heart, learn about Steven Baker. He's a good man, and I can't wait for him to bring this to grit to Frankston. So, So just on that, Bakes, just a quick one. I don't want to take up too much time today, because St. Kilda's playing in a minute, so I've got to be careful with that.
They're already on, mate. They've started.
Oh, giddy up. Well, we can't take you for too long.
And they're behind, so they need some encouragement.
I will give them a lift. So get them some grit, mate. Get down there. Maybe we should get to them before us. But
that can be my second. That can be my second speech down at the Saints.
I reckon it should be. So, but just how important has grit been to your life? Looking back now that you've really been diving into you, how important has grit been to you?
No, it's been huge. Like the four attributes, the first one, the main one is passion. So finding something that sort of lights you up. And I've realised mine was, through the half Ironman is just inspiring people. So getting the odd text message from someone says, I've got them off the couch, got them for a run. Someone that's having dark thoughts that, they've chosen the positive path. So I've sort of realised recently that's what I love to do. I love to inspire people. As I sort of mentioned to you, I don't really love the public speaking, and I don't like doing the interviews, and that's another attribute, courage. So I love, courage comes in different forms. A good friend of mine spoke up about addiction recently, Sam Fisher, he won't mind me saying, because he's a big advocate for it now, mental health. Courage comes in different forms, but so finding something that you're passionate about, and then acting on it. So, and then also discipline and action, taking action. So action can come in just taking that first step. It could be asking for help, which shows courage. That's two attributes that make up grit. So it's been huge for me, and sort of seeing so many examples of it now, just out. When I'm looking for positive things, looking for stories, you're seeing so many out there in the public that have lifted me up, and then obviously seeing, as I mentioned, a lot of so many worse stories than mine. And people like yourself that are helping out in the public. I went down to see you yesterday just to see the amount of smiles you're putting on faces. At the community kitchen down in Frankston was pretty special to see. So it's given me good vibes to keep going with what we're doing.
Yeah, giddy up, and I love that. But one of the things that I've been learning about you is just how much your personal actions, you taking responsibility for you, has shown others how to raise the bar. And I think that's something for me that coming along to this night, learning about you, learning how to do better for you, get that internal grit yourself, it's going to lift those around you anyway. And I love that. That is what you do personally. And the way you care for others, mate, I honor that. I really do. So thank you.
No, thank you for your kind words. And I think that is, you've got to look after yourself before you can sort of look after others. I know you put your heart on your sleeve, and you're helping so many people. It's pretty inspiring to see that. So, looking after yourself. Obviously, I'm not going to be inspiring many people, sitting, on the inside eating junk food or moping around and not wanting to talk to people. So, obviously, filling my own cup first, starting to feel better, mentally, and then sharing that experience with other people that that can prove that dark days can be behind us.
Yeah, giddy up. Well, on that note, Bakes, I don't want to give away too much. So I'm just bloody excited to have you be a part of our community. And from my heart to yours, thank you so much for stepping up. Thank you so much for giving people a voice who need it right now. And I honour you for that, mate.
No, thanks, Scotty. And look forward to next Saturday night.
Yeah, giddy up. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Giddy up.
Now, if you need tickets, we'll find out a way to put these in the comments and we'll make it all happen. But that's all go. Hang on a sec. I just want to grab this, Bakes, for 2 secs, just quickly. Scott, I don't know if you can see my comment. The live is just cycling for me. It's great to see what you're doing. I've got to catch a train anyway. But the right come on live while I wait. Big hellos from the UK and share some more smiles.
Beautiful.
So that's beautiful. Thank you so much. Here we go, Bakes. Here's another one. Daryl Vine, you gorgeous human. Thank you so much. I am courageous. Giddy up. Giddy up. All right, that's what we like. Touching hearts.
Like the positive talk. That's good.
Giddy up. On that note, thanks, Bakes. I have to find the button. It is somewhere here. I'll see you Saturday night, Bakes.
Beautiful.
Thanks, everybody. Having a